Hello, let us discuss anthropology. Anthropology is a very vast subject. It has many branches like socio-cultural anthropology, biological anthropology, or physical anthropology. Then we have linguistic anthropology and archaeological anthropology. The subject of anthropology has a relation with various other subjects like the subjects of humanities, like it has a relation with biological or physical sciences. Anthropology has many similarities and dissimilarities with behavioral sciences such as sociology, psychology. It has wide scope. It has relevant in different fields, whether it is for the administrative purpose or it is for the human resource management or whether to study the various diseases, health programs. Anthropologists, the service of anthropologists are utilized in many streams of the world. Sports anthropologists are service given in the sports industry, whether at the time when manufacturing of sports equipment has to be done. It has relevance and scope in many other fields as well. Human evolution takes place and it is studied by the anthropologists. There are various theories like Lamarck giraffe theory, studied, done giraffe, Lamarck's giraffe, how acquired character is inherited. There are theory of natural selection, how the survival of the fittest takes place and how Origin of Species book was written by Charles Darwin. Theories are categorized into pre-Darwinian, Darwinian and post-Darwinian theories. The post-Darwinian theories comprises synthetic theory of evolution. There are many scientists who gave this theory. How evolution takes place, how physical characteristics came and how it transformed, it changes, how cultural characteristics of our ancestors changes and how biological characteristics takes transformation, how the genes has to be studied, how the things needs to takes place on the basis of anthropology. You know, man is a order primate. Previously, our ancestors were quadrupedal in nature. So, human evolution takes place, and as well, biological evolution also takes place. So, this evolution has many characteristics, and how the taxonomy was studied. Primate taxonomy is to be analyzed and discussed. So the things got transformed into many changes, like there are many epochs. Now we are living in the Holocene epoch. Before Holocene, there was Pleistocene epoch. How the life got started on the earth some 4.5 billion years ago in the form of single celled organisms. These single celled organisms got evolved into multicellular organisms. We have lot of transformations that are taking place in the living organisms. There are large quantity of hair. There was reduction in the smell or olfactory function. The vision was stereoscopic vision. The quadrupedal locomotion got transformed into bipedal motion. Pentadactyl hands and fingers of hand and toe and feet. Many changes were brought out during the course of evolution. There was previously New World monkey and Old World monkeys and apes. Man is a order primate. Social organization was there. present in them. Infants had lot of dependence on mother for their survival. Mother provided food, milk to the offspring, but offspring had to depend upon mother for a longer duration. So there was emergence of social organization. They also communicated with each other through symbols, through gestures, through sign language. There, you know, taxonomy, phylogenetic status, and characteristics I discussed with of Australopithecus. It belonged to Miocene epoch. There are two forms, gracile form and robustus form. Then evolved Homo erectus. It was different from Australopithecus in many aspects. Face was not so supraorbital torus was not so prominent in comparison to Australopithecus. Canines, teeth, incisors were smaller. Sagittal crust was present. Mandible was not so heavy. Forehead was receding. Cranial capacity was larger in comparison to Australopithecus. And same goes with Neanderthals. Classical type Oxus Chapelli, Ox Saints, and progressive type was there. Then came Homo sapiens, who were different from the previous species. There are many species in our syllabus like Grimaldi, Chancelate, okay, Chancelate man, Grimaldi, and one more species. Homo sapiens emerged during the Upper Paleolithic period. Neanderthals emerged during the Middle Paleolithic period and Homo erectus emerged during the Lower Paleolithic period. So, chopper chopping tools belong to Homo erectus and flake tools belong to Neanderthals and blade tools belongs to Homo sapiens. In Microlithic period, Mesolithic period, tools were microlithic in nature. They were smaller in number. And moreover, there were tools that were belongs to Neolithic period. Tools were like axe, adze, hand axe, adze were used. Yeah, that is, these tools were called composite tools. Querens, these tools were used by the Homo sapiens. There are many sites I have told you again and again, like Bhelan Valley, Son Valley, Madrasian culture. We have Bhimbetka, Didwana, Ranigunta, Chintamani Michalta, Gavi. We have Bagor, Lanjanath, and Tilwada, Mesolithic period. Then the sites belonging to Neolithic period are Mehergarh, Belen Valley, Chirand, that is in Bihar. There are many sites that are situated all over India, and from these sites we got hand tools, handmade tools, stone tools like chopper chopping tools. Then we have blade tools. We have other tools also. So such tools used were used for the emergence of Neolithic period. Agriculture was done by the people. People also domesticate animals. In Paleolithic period, hunting gathering was the main economic activity. Climate was very cold. In Neolithic period, climate was dry and warm. So agriculture emerged. Then we have copper zone, various sites. We have Ahar Barnes zone, copper Chalcolithic age. Then we have Bronze Age civilization. Bronze Age civilization was the main civilization. Various sites were excavated by Dayaram Sahani, R.D. Banerjee, H.D. Sankalia. Various sites were there of that belong to Indus Valley civilization. Many artifacts were excavated during this period. That is the emergence of Neolithic period. This Indus Valley civilization belonged to Bronze Age civilization. Then we have Iron Age. During this time, kingdom emerged. The use of iron was taking place for making tools. Then came Vedic ages. Vedas were written. So we have studied about the prehistoric culture. Then tools were discovered. Nutritional anthropology played a very important role to study the level of nutrition. Various biogenetic markers we need to discuss, such as transferrin. We have haptoglobulins. We have transferrin, that the role is to transfer iron. The role is to regulate the hemoglobin. The role is to regulate the enzymes, acts as catalysts for digesting the food. So this Prader-Willi syndrome, Angelman syndrome, Angelman-Widman syndrome, it is happens due to genetic imprinting. There was experiment to study the Mendel's principles. We have to analyze the viewpoints of anthropologists. Ecological anthropology, we studied the impact of the environment on the food, on the social, on the economic conditions. These various hot region, man produces response in response to hot climate, cold climate, and higher altitude region. It produces different types of responses. It has different response. We have various mitotypes. We have regionalism, various religions that are living in India. There are various constitutional provisions. There are various linguistic and religious minorities that are living in India. Their social economic condition is very poor. Health low, status level low, health status low, literacy rate low. There is social economic deprivation, they are facing it. There are various exogenous and endogenous process of social cultural change in the society, like Sanskritization. like westernization, like westernization, like Sanskritization. It is due to this nature man spirit complex tells us the relationship of the tribal groups with the forest, how social organization, how the forest, and how the soul, the religion, beliefs are in constant interaction with each other. The belief in soul, the live in forest, and social organization is there very much among these groups. You not even in these groups, but among all the various societies, rural, whether it is rural society, whether it is urban society, whether it is tribal society. So there was socio-economic deprivation. There are various races that are living in India, like Indo-Aryan, like Dravidian, like Mongoloid, like Scytho-Dravidian, Indo-Aryan, Proto-Australoid, Negroid, Negrito, Western Brachycephals, Western Brachycephals. Okay, so Turco-Iranian. So these, it is due to the various waves of migrations into India. Culture diffusionism takes place. There are many ethnic elements living in India, and each ethnic element has distinct genetic characteristics, physical characteristics in terms of height, skin color, hair color, nose form, head form, cephalic index. डिफरेंट ट्राइबल आप देखिए डिफरेंट रेशियल ग्रुप्स यहाँ इंडिया में रह रहे हैं बी एस गुहाने रेशियल ग्रुप है एस सरकार रेशियल क्लासिफिकेशन है एच एस रिस्ले रेशियल क्लासिफिकेशन है पीपल ऑफ इंडिया प्रोजेक्ट लिया था बी एस गुहा को हम कहते हैं फादर ऑफ फिजिकल एंथ्रोपोलॉजी इन इंडिया एम एन श्रीनिवासन ने काम किया रामपुरा विलेज की स्टडी की है ना एनके एलपी विद्यार्थी हैं उन्होंने कास्ट एथनोलॉजी की स्टडी की रूरल स्टडीज़ की कास्ट की स्टडीज़ की ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स की स्टडीज़ की इंडियन सोशल सिस्टम है इंडिया का डेमोग्राफिक प्रोफाइल है बहुत सारे कैसे पॉपुलेशन बढ़ती है कम होती है कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो कि डेमोग्राफिक प्रोफाइल को इम्पैक्ट करते हैं उसमें डाइट थ्योरी है फर्टिलिटी फंक्शन थ्योरी है प्रोटीन कंजप्शन थ्योरी है उसमें बायोलॉजिकल थ्योरीज हैं सोशल इकोनॉमिक थ्योरीज हैं कल्चरल थ्योरीज हैं जो कि डेमोग्राफिक प्रोफाइल या फैक्टर्स जो हैं डेमोग्राफिक प्रोफाइल को इम्पैक्ट करते हैं थ्योरीज है एजिंग की थ्योरीज हैं है ना आप देखिए माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया खराब हो जाता है सेल डिके हो जाता है माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया डिके हो जाता है उससे एजिंग होती है टेलोमेयर जो है शॉर्ट हो जाता है उससे डिकेइंग एजिंग होती है सेनिसिन्स की तरफ इंसान मूव करता है कल्चर को स्टडी करते करते हम बहुत सारी चीज़ों को एनालिसिस करते हैं बहुत सारे ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स ऑल ओवर इंडिया में वर्ल्ड में रह रहे हैं। आप करिए नॉर्थ अमेरिकन ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स हैं, नवाजो ट्राइब है, यानोमेमो ट्राइब है, मसाई ट्राइब है, अफ्रीका में रहती है, नेवर्स ऑफ सूडान, ये भी अफ्रीकन ट्राइब्स हैं। So there are different ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स इंडिया में रह रहे हैं, तो उनको हमने स्टडी करना है, कैटेगराइज करना है, फैमिलराइज करना है, स्टडी करना है। तो डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स हैं, डिफरेंट आइडियाज हैं, डिफरेंट थॉट्स हैं। तो पैस्टोरलिस्ट ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स हैं, एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स हैं, ये सेल्फ सफिशिएंट ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स हैं। अब पैस्टोरलिस्ट में कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट ज़्यादा होती है, फिशिंग में भी कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट ज़्यादा है, फोरेजिंग ट्राइब्स हैं। और बड़े सारे आप देखिए, इन्हीं को कंक्लूड करने के लिए हम बात करते हैं, जब हम एंथ्रोपोलॉजी को डिस्कस करेंगे। आपको आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी? क्या आप सुन रहे हैं मेरे को? तो आप ध्यान से मेरी बात को सुने। फ्रांस बोआस को कहा जाता है फादर ऑफ अमेरिकन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी। तो पहले टाइम में, प्री हिस्टोरिक टाइम पीरियड में एनलाइटनमेंट नहीं थी, तो रिलीजियस का बोलबाला ज्यादा था। फिर साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट आया, तो साइंटिफिक डिस्कवरी हुई, इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन हुआ। तो अब रिलीजन जो है एक प्राइवेट अफेयर, पर्सनल अफेयर बन गया है। अब साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट का बोलबाला है। जो देश साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट पे वर्क करते हैं वो आगे बढ़ते हैं, और जो देश रिलीजन के बेसिस पे, जहाँ पे कम्युनल क्लैशेस होते हैं, वो देश कहीं ना कहीं पीछे रह जा रहे हैं। अब कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स का कारण एथनिक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो या रीजनलिज्म हो, आप देखिए ऑटोनॉमी प्रोवाइड की जाती है ताकि रीजनलिज्म ना बढ़े, क्योंकि रीजनलिज्म एक लिमिट के बाद नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन के लिए डेंजरस हो जाता है, क्योंकि वो अपनी लैंग्वेज को डिस्टिंक्ट मानता है, अपने रीजन को यूनिक मानता है, अपने कल्चर को बाकियों से अलग मानता है, डेप्रिवेशन की फीलिंग आती है उसे। तो वो डेप्रिवेशन कहीं ना कहीं उनको अलग करके रख देता है मेन स्ट्रीम सोसाइटी से। तो ये नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन के लिए खतरा है। आप देखिए जो नक्सलिज्म है, नॉन वायलेंस करते हैं, आइज ऑफ लॉ में रॉन्ग है। इनकी एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट कहते हैं कि इनके इस कदम को अपनाना सही नहीं है। अब ये क्यों, क्या कारण है कि ये नक्सलिज्म की तरफ जा रहे हैं? उसका कारण ये है कि ये सोशली इकोनॉमिकली डिप्राइव्ड समझते हैं। लिटरेसी बहुत रेट, बहुत ही इलिटरेट लोग बहुत ज्यादा है यहाँ पे। अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट बड़ा हाई है। तो लैक ऑफ डेवलपमेंट है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से। तो ये लोग डिसइंटीग्रेट हो जा रहे हैं। रिलीजन ने इन लोगों को कन्वर्ट्स किया। क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज ने इनको अपने रिलीजन में कन्वर्ट किया। मुस्लिम्स ने अपने रिलीजन में बहुत सारे लोगों को कन्वर्ट किया। जो जो एट्रोसिटीज जिन लोगों पे हो रही थी, जो लोअर कास्ट के जो लोग थे, कास्ट के लोग थे, उनको सोशली इकोनॉमिकली अपलिफ्ट नहीं हो रहे थे वो कास्ट हिरार्की में। इसलिए उन्होंने हिंदू कल्चर को छोड़ के उन्होंने क्रिश्चियन कल्चर अपनाया, कईयों ने बुद्धिज्म कल्चर अपनाया, कईयों ने इस्लामिक कल्चर अपनाया, ताकि वो इस एट्रोसिटीज से वो अपने आप को बाहर निकाल पाए और अपने स्टेटस को वो इम्प्रूव कर पाए। क्योंकि बुद्धिज्म इक्वालिटी के स्टेटस में बिलीव करता है, वो आइडल वर्शिप में बिलीव नहीं करता। हालांकि गौतम बुद्धा की आइडल की वर्शिप ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में की जाती है। इस्लाम भी एग्रीकल्चर को प्रमोट करता है। अर्बन एरियाज में लोग रह रहे हैं, इक्वालिटी में बिलीव करता है। हालांकि यहाँ पे भी हिरार्कीज है, कास्ट हिरार्की इस्लाम में भी है। तो बहुत लार्ज इम्पैक्ट हुआ ट्राइब्स में और रूरल एरियाज में भी इम्पैक्ट किया इन्होंने। तो सोशल इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस की इम्प्रूव किया गया। इन चीजों को इग्नोर नहीं करना है, अपनी नॉलेज को एनहांस करना है। आप अगर अंडरस्टैंडिंग करते हैं सब्जेक्ट्स की, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट। मार्क्स इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, first rank, second rank is not important, but understanding of the subject is more important. That is going to help you in the long run. You must understand the subject. Okay, guys? तो I was astonished to see the culture of the people. हाँ, बताइए क्या दिक्कत है आपको? कुछ है दिक्कत आपको? बताइए. Tell me. If you have any doubt, you ask me. Don't create chaos in the class. I am here to help you in whatever way, in every way that I can provide help to you. What you need to do is that you have to elaborate your status, enhance your status. Various anthropologists, Hemmendorf, you must understand these anthropologists in detail. So, you must understand various anthropological theories. You have evolutionary theories. कैसे इवॉल्व हुआ कल्चर का यूनिलिनियर एवोल्यूशन. Then we have multilinear evolution, and Julian Stewart belongs to multilinear evolution. You have structural functionalism, A.R. Radcliffe Brown, that structuralism, Levi Strauss. So life, death, nature, culture shape myths and system. So how our binary oppositions shapes myths and culture. How people make meaning. Symbolic anthropology, symbolic, interpretative, postmodernism. So the various theories are there. These theories have relevance in the anthropological subjects. You must study these theories. You must understand these theories. Classical evolutionism. अब एल.एच. मॉर्गन थे, ई.बी. टाइलर थे, जेम्स फ्रेजर थे, क्लासिकल एवोल्यूशनिज्म से बिलोंग करते थे. अब फ्रांस बोआज जो है डिफ्यूजनिज्म की बात करें, है ना, तो आप देखिए कल्चर सर्कल जो दिया था वो दिया था जर्मन स्कूल. अब कल्चर एरिया कंसेप्ट दिया था अमेरिकन. अब ए.एल. क्रोबर, क्लार्क विस्लर जो थे अमेरिकन स्कूल ऑफ डिफ्यूजनिज्म से बिलोंग करते थे. स्मिथ, डब्ल्यू.जी. पेरे, जर्मन स्कूल ऑफ गैबनर, विल्हेम सकमिट. Culture Circle gave by German School of Diffusionism. Culture Areas, Historical Reconstruction, American Diffusion, Clark Whistler, A.L. Krober about diffusionism. Malinowski, Structural Functionism, about talking about social institutions. Radcliffe Brown, Functions, Structuralism. So, our structures of the human mind. Levi Strauss, Edmund Lynch. Culture and Pursuit, Benedict, Margaret Mead, Ralph Linton, Abraham Cardinger, Cora Dubos. Then we have cognitive theory. Harold Conklin and Tyler. Tyler and Conklin. So cognitive is like studies of folk taxonomy. Example, Hanuno plant classification by Conklin. By Conklin. So symbolic Victor Turner and Clifford Gates gives about thick description. Schneider, Turner talks about Ndambu, talks about David Schneider, talks about symbols. Marvin Harris, Leslie White, V. Gordon Childe, Julian Stewart, Marshall Sahlin and Elman Service. That you must remember, each and every one. You have Marshall Sahlin, you have Julian Stewart, you have Leslie White, you have V. Gordon Child. So it has brought some changes in the classical evolutionism and gave new evolutionism, like Leslie White, V. Gordon Childe, Julian Stewart, and Marshall Sahlin and Elman Service. Cultural materialism. Victor Turner, David Schneider, and Clifford Geertz, symbolic and interpretative theory. So you must see the various postmodernism in anthropology. So they criticize the objectivity of the various theories like James Clifford, George Marcus, Michael Fisher. George Marcus, Michael Fisher, like Michael Fisher and James Clifford, George Marcus, and Michael Fisher. So James Clifford, George Marcus, Michael Fisher are the key figures of postmodernism in James Clifford, George Marcus, and Michael Fisher. So Hanuno plant classification by Conklin, Victor Turner, rituals, David Schneider, America, Clifford Geertz, thick description, interpretation of meaning, Balinese cockfight. You must interpret the meaning, Balinese cockfight meaning of Clifford Geertz. Hanuno, plant classification by Conklin. So folk taxonomy refers to classification of plants and animals. It is about cognitive anthropology. So who know 1600 plant types. So hierarchy, life form categories, specific categories, varietal categories, generic categories. So Conklin's study is important. Okay guys. So we will discuss about it in detail. Okay guys, तो इस वीडियो में हम जहां तक ही रखेंगे. चैनल को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और शेयर करें guys. Bye bye guys, take care.